Oh my god. Right, let's just have a... Hold on, peeps. I'm not sure if we're working. Can you hear anything? I can't hear anything. I've got no sound at all. I don't know what's happening. I'm hoping you lot have got sound. What's happening over there now? Yeah, get rid of that. Yeah, get rid of that. What is going on with this? Oh, apologies, people. I've torn my room to bits and I forgot I'd left my TV and everything unplugged, and I've got updates to do on my flipping on my PS4 because I've not turned it on for 6 months. So I'm coming, but I don't even know if you can hear me. I can see the sound appearing on the thing, but I don't know whether you can hear the cars. It's just, where's the flipping thing gone? Elgato. I've got nothing coming out of me Elgato. Why have I got nothing coming out of me Elgato? Okay, let me have a little think. Okay, hold on, peeps. I might have to do some jiggling. I'm getting myself into this lobby ASAP. But I'm in a kerfuffle because I've not done this stuff for 6 months. Forgot how to bloody do it. Now what have you done with it? Oh my god. Sorry peeps. I've been out of the game for so long I've forgotten what I'm doing. I've lost... Oh, there it is. I was looking for my pad. Evening. Welcome all, if you can hear me. I don't know if you can. Looks like they're kicking straight into qualifying. Right. So, if you are in the... I might have to type it if you lot can't hear me. Flipping heck. Here we go. Has anybody got any sound? I might have to swap some HDMI cables over, I don't know. I might have to, I don't know. Right, so let's get ourselves to track anyway. Oh no, I don't want... Oh, I don't want that. Are we getting that? Oh my god. Silly game. Right, what tyres am I allowed to be able to actually do anything, get in this race, to actually watch it, spectate and do the things I should be doing? Oh no, why? Stop it. No. Oh, look. No. Not join. I've got PS5 on my brain as well now. That's buy one, spectate. Here we go. Look, there's a car. Nearly there. Ah, flipping Nora. Like I say, I don't know if anyone can hear anything. Right, looks like we're into 10 minutes qualifying. Apologies if you can't hear anything. I can only see... Oh no, I'm getting noise out the Elgato now. Okay. And I can see myself going up and down on the thing. I just can't hear myself, which, okay, that's alright, but I really could do with hearing the cars and stuff. But let's just see where we are. So just hitting fast laps now. Pionski out on track first. Dragon Trail Gardens is the track tonight. Pentagon track, if you don't know it. Yeah, so unfortunately GT7 is not working as we expected, so we are still currently running on GT Sport. I think the Team Oliver Racing League on Wednesdays are considering doing the same thing, just because we've had so much of a break because the lobbies can't get sorted on the new game. Let's see then what Pionski puts in. The same livery as last season. Probinator himself also back this season. Got a few new drivers, I think. DDR Hulky again from last season. Rob Scott from last season. D-Dot, the Sexy T. Cutler, he's again rolling in the Chewwitt Racing Mini Cooper livery. Yeah, apologies for being a bit of a kerfuffle at the start. Like I say, it's been a while. I've forgotten I've torn it all to bits. I'll take a photo of me. I'll take a photo of what it looks like in a minute and post it on my Facebook page so you can see the chaos and mayhem that it's. I just had to wangle together in a few seconds. That's why I think I've got a couple of HDMI cables the wrong way around. Hence, no sound. Old crawler from last season, Giraffe Head. Be interesting to know how he's managed to get that helmet on. Oh, Pajonski's left the room. What have you done, Pajonski? Hopefully he comes back. Sure, he's in the house. Oh, here we go. Where's he gone? Hatter Lad as well. New driver this season. DDR IT43. New driver also. Shuri. If you're into the sim racing community on GT Sport, you'll definitely know this name. Big name in the mature racing club scene, hence the name MRC. He's head honcho over there, but he has decided to throw his hat in the ring in the Tanso Minutes this season. So good luck, Shuri. Ricky J as well, another driver. Did you race last season, or have I just seen your name in the lobbies? I'm sure you were racing last season. Number 1 Pops. Well, we'll see. 13th at the minute. Why am I in the pit still? When I'm okay. All right. Broken game then. Back when I've left it, but then still come back. Interesting. Right, so they have done a lap or two now. Hatter Lad, he's got himself on pole at 1:47.7. Let me just have a quick text to somebody to see if they can hear this stream. Because like I say, I can't hear any of the cars. I'm just hoping you lot can hear it all. 0.7 of his Hatter Lad. So no tyre or fuel fuel deg in or fuel usage or tyre deg, sorry, in qualifying. 3 sprint races to follow after this 10 minutes, and then they can use any compound, but they have to only use 1 compound per race, but they have to use all 3 compounds over the course of the 3 races tonight. So a bit of strategy played, really. I mean, most guys go for the sort of hards or mediums for race 1, and then swap over to the mediums or hards for race 2, and then most drivers, unless they've had a real shocker, stick the softs on for the final race. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right, let me just send a quick message here to see if I can get... He's coming back on the chat, so... For watching, you're not telling me whether you can hear me or not. I don't know whether you can hear me or not. Give a sec. I'll say that. Why? Warm one today, wasn't it, peeps? Flipping it. Warm yesterday as well. Still on pole then at the minute. New driver Hatter Lad. Oh, that's not going to do him any favours on this lap though. He got half a second penalty. Deciding to do a bit of off-roading as well. The Enforcer. He's got strapped on the side of his car. Well, he's enforcing top spot at the minute. D-Dot then got himself a second position on the grid. 1:48.3. Cutler sitting in third. He's on a 1:48.5. DDR IT43. 1:48.6 for him on lap 2. Alien Swift, lap 2 as well, 1:48.7. We'll see who he's probing this season. Rob Scott still got the chocolate monster livery going. 1:48.7 for 6th at the minute for Rob. Crawler 7th, 1:48.8. DDR, One Eye Lou, he's got the DDR livery going, has he? Alright. And the matte black Mini this season, taking no prisoners. Sitting in 8th at the minute at 1:49.0. Giraffe Head. Just a very small Giraffe's Head. He's got it in that Mini. He's sitting in 9th, 1:49.1. He's in 10th. He's got a 1:49.3 for him. Number 1 Pops is in 11th. Just popped in a 1:50.1. Pushes Shuri down as a position. He's on a 1:50.4. Why does it look like you're on a pad, Dennis? Why aren't you on a rig? What's going on? looks very pad-like. Ricky then, 13th. No hot lap as such. A 150.8 on the clock. But he must have picked up a penalty for that one. Johnski been in the pits and come back out, so he's on an out lap. Let's see where it throws him. Has he finished a lap yet? And me, for some reason, still in the race, which is interesting. I'm hoping I'm not keeping another driver out. Because that would be a bit of a bummer. I think most people were waiting for me anyway, so I think I was the last driver in, or I hope I was. But for some reason, there I am. Hatterlad still holding that top spot. Still half a second quicker than anyone else. D-Dot has only been able to close the gap by a quarter of a second so far. Good. So just had a report back that yes, everything's coming through loud and clear. Good, because it was chaos and mayhem to try and get it all running in time. Anyway, here we are. Alien Swift then going right near the end of quality. Just 20 seconds left. 1:48.0 throws himself into second position right behind Hatterlad. A few of the DDR boys in here, including the man himself, D.Racing or D.90. Go check him out on Facebook. He'll be driving from his perspective right about now. He's swearing, calling people naughty names. But we love him though. It's only little. Enter D-Dot. Right, so I think this should be, once they cross the line, that should be qualifying over for all drivers. Alien Swift already slowing down. He was quite happy with his second. D-Dot still trying to put one together. Cutler then, he's gone into ghost mode, so he'll be telling everyone to calm it down. It's qualifying over. Let me get some fizzy pop down me. Peeps. PlayStation, old PlayStation, but one of the originals, howling away at me. This PC running, TV, tiny little cube room. It's alright, good. So it does look like it's going to be Hatterlad on pole, Alien Swift second. It's not over just yet though. D-Dot just crosses the line, but he doesn't up the table any, so he stays in third unless anyone goes quicker than him right at the end here. Most drivers though coming up to the end of the lap, so I think it is going to be Hatterlad on pole. He looks happy about that as well, giving it a squiggle down the pits, down the straight as he comes to the line and keeps it in a straight line. So Hatterlad on pole then, Alien Swift second, D-Dot third. Cutler chucks himself into fourth position. Ricky J up into fifth on a 1:48.3 then right at the end. Pajonski sixth. Not sure what happened to Pajonski. He ended up doing 2 laps. 1:48.4. DDRIT. Someone's just left. He was 7th. Rob Scott 8th. So someone's just left the lobby. So if it looks like I'm reading the numbers out wrong, I am, but I'm not. Old Crawler is in 9th. And I lose 10th. As drivers dropping out all over the place. I'm never going to know where they are now. Look, 5 drivers, DMK 10. Oh yeah, you see. Where were you? Sure, I went through the field. Did I? Did I not? Gonna struggle to wear those tyres out, Hatterlad. Oh, sure, he got disconnected. Yeah, so he's still got issues with GT Sport lobbies as well then. It's a bit of a shame. You'd have thought they managed to sort one of the games out, wouldn't you? It's the wrong way, Ricky. Rent a wreck. And that Friday nights with Dennis Schiller. Bit of Friday night wreck fest with Dennis. Right, let me quickly do something, because I'm not happy. There we go. That's what I should have done, look. Sorry if I've just denied somebody getting into the qualifying session there. Like I say, it's been a while. So there we go then. Race 1 settings on the screen for you now. Grid order set by host because, well, people got kicked out. Tyre wear set at ×5. Fuel depletion is at ×4. It is a 15-minute race. They can use any of the 3 compounds of tyre, but they can only use that 1 compound per race. And they do gain success ballast after race 1 into race 2 and after race 2 into race 3. So it always changes it up a little bit. Adds a little bit of weight to the car. And again, so you've got to think, you know, do you want to come right at the front, get as much weight as possible, and then, you know, that might compromise your strategy tyre-wise. Oh, it's all a great big toss-up. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm glad I don't have to do it. So we'll wait for this one to get underway, and then we will wait for colour to set the grid up at least. Is that just the standard livery there? One eye. Okay, so people are saying they can't hear the cars either very well. Let me give that a bit of a jiggle. Where's that gone? Can you hear that any better? Or is that just me getting louder? Because I can't hear a damn thing. I don't know what's happening. I'm not even, all I can hear is my PlayStation playing. Waiting for everyone to get to track. I think Cutler's set the grid. Okay, race 1 of the new season underway. Big shout out to the Chewwitt Racing family as well for chucking their name behind the league again. Billy Miller, thought you weren't here, mate. Thought you were doing the N500 on the Weebob. Well, it must be fantastic for it. Voice level is a little bit low. Okay, yeah, I don't know, Billy. I've got no sound at the minute. Apparently it's coming through with the cars and the stuff, but it might be me not talking into the mic properly. Because how's that? Any better? The mic was a bit high. It was more pointed at my forehead than it was anything else, so that might be half the reason. Talking to the floor. Oh, Billy, that's a shame. Should have gone on your own. An awesome little drive. Ride, sorry. And drive, I suppose. Great up there. It's along the sort of top coast, isn't it, the N500? All you might be able to hear is me rolling a cigarette in the microphone. Alright, let me turn the headphones a bit, the old microphone up a bit. See if you can hear me any better. How's that? Is that too loud now? I'm hitting yellows and reds now. Don't want to be doing that. Can really hurt you. We'll see how we get on. Still waiting then, are we? All right. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I suppose if you've done it loads of times, it's nothing new, but nice to do it with other people then, I suppose. Here he is, the man himself. You seen that, Billy? Seen who's on screen there? Look. Well, not on track though. We love you, Dennis. Please, no more Christmas photos. God's sake. In front of Dennis. It's not good. He's first though. Might be the only time he is tonight. But he's first on screen. I came up in such a kerfuffle and had to move so many things about. I've put stuff in the randomest of places because I had literally no space to put anything, no surface space. Got one monitor resting on a toolbox. Got one monitor sat at the side of me with a on a little side table. TV's now been mounted into the wall. Oh, here we go then. Race 1 just about to get underway. PlayStation now resting on the desk in front of me TV, so I can only see 3/4 of the screen. It's good, it's good. We're on. So then, new driver Hatterlad on pole. Can he hold it together? Has he got what it takes to stick it to these boys from the off? Some experienced mini drivers in here. D-Dot, Cutler, Kajonski, Rob Scott. A few seasons. The lights are all red then. We wait for them to drop. And they get away. Not a great start by D-Dot. Ricky J closing up on his rear end. Hatterlad then holds onto that top spot as we head down towards the long sweeping left hand of turn 1. So here he goes then. Cutler into second. Alien Swift looking for third. Also got D-Dot and Ricky J looking for that as well. Oh, Ricky J's just disappeared. So it looks like that wasn't a rage quit, that's for sure. That was a full disconnect by Ricky J, unfortunately. So positions as they managed to get through the chicane without any chaos. Okay, hold on. Oh, DMK 10 is not in the. Oh, he's stuck on the grid. Okay. We've just lost Ricky J as well, so we might be getting a restart. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there we go. Restart. Okay, that's fine. Let's get ourselves out. So we're still holding some of the same issues from 6 months, a year ago. Flipping heck. Is that the flying sausage? It is, yeah. Right, let's try again then, get everyone back in the room. Ricky J returning. See if DMK can get away. Well, let's hope everyone else can get away as well. Everyone trying to get this little chicane right. It is a tricky one. Great big curves on the insides of each of these turns. Catch those. It's two wheels in the air and off you go. Jake, evening. How you doing? So just waiting to restart this race. We had a grid glitch, one driver stuck on the pits, one driver booted from the lobby, so we're going to try again. DMK, unfortunately, the driver stuck on the grid. Swifty, I knew it was you, Jake. Right, let's get ourselves back with, can I change cameras yet? You know, you're not going to let me. You went Scottish then, Billy. You're not going to let me. Alright, lights are red then. They're on green. It's a better start from D-Dot. Not great. Ricky J still closing up on him. Have we got all the drivers? No, unfortunately, DMK 10 is still stuck on the grid. Oh. That's a shame. Let's just say, give it a bit of... Oh, looks like he's left the lobby anyway, but that could be race 1 done for DMK, unfortunately, as the race seems to be continuing. Let's just try and find a colour. He's ghosting out and losing positions, which he's not. He's not. Doesn't look like he's... DMK's left the room anyway. That's a shame. So it looks like we're continuing with race 1 here. Hattalad holding that top spot then from pole. GT7's just as bad. I can't even commentate on that. There's less camera angles than on this. It will work. You get kicked out. Hattalad then 1.5 seconds on the racing hard tyres as well. Gone for the worst of the bunch at the start, but he's managed to keep that gap. Alien Swift then into third. That D-Dot going massively wide. It was. He's going to lose some positions around here. It's difficult to get this car back under control. Keep hauling it around that long right-hander. Drops all the way down to 5th then. You were battling for 4th. You're losing that many positions, okay. So I'm losing a bit more of that lead, down to 1.1, 1.2 as they hit this double apexed hairpin for the first time in race 1. Alien Swift then into 2nd, Ricky J 3rd, Vajonski into 4th, Old Crawler now 5th, Cutler 6th, D-Dot losing a couple more places down to 7th, Giraffe Head in 8th. A bit of a gap between himself and D-Dot. He's got a couple of drivers harassing him behind though. He's got DDR IT43 and Rob Scott all over the back of him. Oh, IT, Cutler's gone wide. IT dipped a wheel on the grass there as well, looking to keep that point in a straight line. One Eye Lou then in the mix as well as they come through the chicane. A big pile of minis. Number 1 Pops sitting at the back of this pile. Hulky, unfortunately. Oh, Hulky's been in the pits. He's got damage. So Hattalad then, through the chaos and the mayhem, has managed to pull another massive gap. 2.8 seconds ahead of Vajonski at the minute. Crawler up into 3rd position. Nudged by Ricky J through there. Keeps the inside line though. Does he hold it? Ricky J not close enough, so Old Crawler holds that 3rd then for now. Ricky J in 4th. Oof, Alien Swift dips a wheel, manages to keep it pointing in a straight line. D-Dot almost followed him off track as well. Let's see if we can actually change these camera angles. You're gonna let me do that today, PlayStation? No? Somewhere. That doesn't help, does it? I need the keyboard. Some glory shots all over the back end of Alien Swift. Nearly a 3rd of the way through race 1. Hattalad still holding that top spot, just missed. J takes 2nd from Vajonski. Just plug this cable in, people. We'll see, shall we? Wide, he's called a bottleneck. DDR Vajonski's had to slow down as well. They've had a little coming together. Still don't ever change camera, you swine. Pajonsky, both of them under pressure from Rob Scott and Old Crawler. Pajonsky comes back chucking one inside, has to go defensive from Rob Scott as well. Old Crawler was looking at third position early on in this race, now down to 7th. That's allowed still holding that top spot, 4.5 seconds up the road from D-Dot. There's the gap there, back to D-Dot. Can't even see him really. So D-Dot then into second. Alien Swift and Ricky J having a bit of a tangle, slowing them down. D-Dot going very deep into the chicane. Slowed him down, slowed Alien Swift down as well. Has given Ricky J a chance to come back at them both. Carries the speed through the chicane down the hill then towards the hairpin. Is any of them going to get it right, or any of them going to get it wrong? Go hard on the brakes then. A little bit wide there for Alien Swift. D-Dot goes a teeny bit wide on the exit. Slot back into position. They've got a big pile of drivers. One Eye Lou just going off track in the background. And then we've got Pajonsky, Rob Scott and Old Crawler. Real good battle here. But Atalad has just disappeared off in race 1, even on those hard tyres. I will just have a flick through actually and see what tyres people are on. Hatalad on the hards. Alien Swift has gone for the hards as well. D-Dot is on the hard tyre. Softs on for Ricky J. That's where he's found the go pedal, Billy. He's on the softs versus these boys on the hards. A bit of rear end damage as well. Pajonsky's gone for the hard tyre. Rob Scott has gone for the hard tyre. Cutler has gone hards. Hards for IT43. Hards for One Eye Lou. Hards for Pops. Hards for Hulky. I've not seen, where's Shuri as well? He's not in the room. Oh, what's happening? And Giraffe Head in the pits. Not taking on board fuel, not taking on tyres. He looks like he's sitting this one out. That's a bit of a shame. So back up with Hatalad then, now 6 seconds adrift from everyone else on those hard tyres. And if these boys are struggling to keep up with him when they're all on, Ricky's got himself back up front on those softs. But are they going to last the next 7 minutes? There you go, look, D-Dot and the boys closing up on him again, even on the hard tyres. Oh, a little bit deep there for Ricky. He's left the door wide open. D-Dot fires himself through, goes deep on the exit though, brings Ricky J back into it. Pajonsky side by side. 6 drivers now battling for second. Tight battle mid-pack then. How far up the road is Hatalad? Disgustingly 6.5 seconds. Will gain a great big pile of ballast for race 2 though. As will second place, as will third. But these places look undecided at the minute. Ricky J has managed to pull a little bit of a gap from the drivers behind on those softs, but is putting an awful lot of wear on those compared to the hard tyres behind him. Again, he's got 6 minutes to try and keep those alive. He's got to stay ahead of these boys. It's going to be a tall order by the end of the race, that's for sure. Rob Scott then up into 4th, Pajonsky 5th, Old Crawler 6th, Cutler 7th, IT in 8th, number 1 Pops in 9th, One Eye Lou 10th. We did just see him go off track earlier. D-Dot down to 11th. Oh, he's got damage. He's going to the pits. He comes. He's going to have to get that repaired to stand any kind of chance, but that's going to put him about half a lap back, unfortunately. Hulky in 12th. And unfortunately, yes, Giraffe Head also stuck in the pits. It'll be interesting to see if D-Dot manages to get back out on track as well. Whether he gets glitched in. We will see. So, Hatalad lost a bit of time. Oh, DMK 10's left the room again. So that big pile of 6 drivers stretched out a little bit. Ricky J still holding second. Now only half a second back is Alien Swift. So the tyres really starting to show wear then for Ricky J. tyres. Not wearing out anywhere near as quick. Obviously not as quick as the softs, but they're looking like it now. So Rob Scott 4th, then Pajonsky 5th, Old Crawler 6th. Again, that big pile of drivers all spread out. Cutler 7th under pressure, Mighty 43. Trying to chuck one up the inside here at the Pentagon. Almost. Cutler does hold the left-hand side of the track, which will be the inside line to the next corner. Who's carrying the most speed? Ah, that's a shame, mate. That's a shame, Adam. Get yourself back in for race 2, mate. Rob Scott's not a... none of the drivers in here mean it. If there was any kind of contact, it wouldn't have been deliberate. Not unless you were calling him names or swearing at him out the side window or something. I don't know what you were doing. Sitting next to him and shoving things in his ear. Number 1 Pops then sitting in 10th. Number 10th Pops at the minute. D-Dot then back out the pits in 11th. Got that damage repaired. He's still ahead of Hulky, and yes, Giraffe Head sat there, but not sat there. Hatterlad then still pulled that time back. Still kicking off behind, but these drivers looking for this second. So Hatterlad now 6.9 seconds up the road. Only 2.5 minutes remaining of race 1. Alien Swift has got himself into second. He has managed to pull himself a little 1.2 second gap from this battle behind. Ricky J, Rob Scott and Pajonsky all fighting it out now for third. Oof, Rob Scott goes a tiny bit wide, does keep it pointing in the right direction. Into the Pentagon they go then. Trying to claim claw his way back onto the back end of these three. Pretty much done it through there. So just 2 minutes remaining then. Hatterlad looking good for the win here in race 1. There he is, look, 6.5 seconds up the road. He dominated in qualifying, managed to pull a great big lead really in lap 1, and it's just been extending ever since. He's been under no threat from anybody really. Alien Swift then looking good for second as well, 1.6 seconds ahead of this battle. Rob Scott and Pajonsky still fighting for third. Ricky J now off the pace a little bit, those tyres really starting to hurt him. Old Crawler all over the back of him now, looking for that 5th position. As long as his tyres hold it for this last lap or so, might be on for another position here, Old Crawler. So just coming through the chicane again then. IT43 has managed to get himself past Cutler then into the chicane. So everybody on the hard tyres apart from Ricky J for race 1, as I kind of predicted. It would have been a mediums or a hards. One-Eyed Lou 9th. But 1 Pop sitting in 10th, D-Dot in 11th after his damage. He's had to stop and put fresh everything on. Hulky into 12th then. We'll start from the back of the pack, bar any drivers that got booted. Not sure how Cutler's going to... Giraffe has got himself back out on track now. Okay, last 30 seconds. That's a lad. He's going to time this pretty much smack on. 20 seconds as he comes up to this final hairpin. Is he going to make it across the line? Might be. He might get a little glory lap all to himself. And he does, and he's off. So we're just looking on Alien Swift then. He comes across the line to take 2nd position in race 1. Rob Scott 3rd, Pajonsky 4th. Ricky J takes 5th just by the skin of his teeth. Old Crawler trying to fire one up the inside right on the line there. DDRIT in 7th. Bit of a gap between himself and Cutler in the end there. Cutler 8th. One-Eye Lou comes home in 9th. Number 1 Pops is going to be 10th. D.11th. He won't be happy with that. Can't imagine the language that we've heard on his stream if you've been watching or listening to that. Goes then across the line for 11th. Hulky 12th. Little way to go yet himself. Giraffe Head just coming through that final couple of turns. He's going to take the final position here tonight. For race 1 anyway. Goes Giraffe Head. We just wait for Hulky and then race winner Hatalad, who's managed to get a little bit of a glory lap all to himself. There goes Hulky in 12th. So where is top spot main man Hatalad? What happened to Shuri? I don't know where he went in the midst of it. Don't even know if he started the race. This double apex then, and onto this start finish straight for Hatalad. Comfortable 6.9 seconds in the end. There he is, a little flash of the lights. He'd be happy with that. Race 1 debut, sticking it to the regular drivers of this league. They'll have to up their game now. So there is race 1 done and done. So there's a little tiny bit of a break. So some drivers have now got to add extra weight into their cars. New grid has got to be set up. And then we'll be back in for race 2, another 15 minutes. Probably, I'm going to put it out there that most drivers are going to go for medium tyres and save the softs till last. Sure, he's still in the room, but he might have well been on track for the other drivers, but he wasn't on track for me. So those positions I've just read out might be totally wrong if other drivers have, you know, if he's been out on track and actually raced. It has happened before. The driver I thought was in first wasn't. He was actually in second, chasing down a guy that I couldn't see on screen. Missed all this. Yes, Rob Scott, that's what we want. A really good bunch of drivers in this one. Really quite a good bit of camaraderie between them, to be honest. Is it always you, Pajonski? Sure, that's every race, every season. Mid-race, in between races, 2 minutes, pee break. Whew. It's warm in here, peeps. It's not getting any cooler. Sun's gone down just about, but it's still roasting. So I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's same setup as last season. So regular weight is 1050 kilos. Third place from race 1 will now be 1085. Second place will be 1096, and first will be 1107 kilos. So again, that might just completely, you know, depending where you end up on track in race 1, could completely throw your strategy out, because now you've got to carry a big lump of weight. So whatever tyre strategy you had in mind might be completely out the window now. Who knows? You're off to watch it on the telly box. All right, mate. See you later, Billy boy. Ray just jumped over from Dee's stream. Yeah, I've dropped you a like. Cheers, buddy. Giving you a share. Thank you very much. Oh, and a follow. Awesome. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. Cheers, Ray. Go tell D-Dot it's a sexy T. I don't swear on my streams. Try not to anyway. The odd one slips out every now and then. But if you met me in real life, you'd never believe. There we go. Cutler then just confirming the ballast on screen. Top 3 ballast first, 1109. Second, 1097. Oh, okay, so I was 2 kilos out on each. 1085 I was right with. I thought it was 1096. It's not. It's 1097, and I thought it was 1107. It's not. It's 1109. Cheers, Ray Ray. So wait for Cutler to give everyone the shout. We'll get ourselves back on track and get race 2 underway. Let's see if the main man D-Dot has a better race. Not sure what happened to him in race 2. Sorry, in race 1. But he did end up with a big amount of damage. He did go wide through the Pentagon a couple of times, so I'm not sure whether he's strung it out a little bit too far and clattered into the wall. I can't remember which side the damage was. I think it was the left-hand side. As he's sitting in the car, I'm sure it was left, so that would have been, yeah, I think that would have been Pentagon if he's got it wrong anywhere. Well, unless he slammed into the wall in the chicane. Oh, well, I'm sure we'll find out. Cheers, Ray Ray. Yeah, you get back to your duties, mate. Top comms. Cheers, mate. Great start from me. That's what I like to see. Nothing like blowing your own trumpet, eh? Alien Swift. Did you probe anyone tonight? Didn't look like you did. Did look like Ricky J was trying to probe you at one point. Let's get myself on track so we don't miss the start of race 2. I've done that before as well. Yeah, still going to have to do some jiggling in this here sim room of mine because now I've moved everything about. I did have my microphone set up. Well, I've still got it set up in the middle of my desk, which was then situated in between my 2 monitors, but being as I've shifted my monitors over to the far left and far right of me, and I've now got my TV sat right in front of me, the microphone doesn't help. Right now, it's completely covering Rob Scott on screen. I can see his name, I just can't see his car. But you lot can see the chocolate monster, that's all that matters. He usually keeps a little selection of Cadbury's Dairy Milks in the car when he has a bad race 1. He empties them all out, saving himself a little bit of weight. And I'm sure he does that when he gets a good result as well. So he gets the extra ballast. Right. Oh yeah, there's my car, Cutler. You know, 1109 kilos. Yeah, it's 1109, Cutler. And he gets around turn 1, flings all the chocolate out the window, saves himself a couple of kilos. That's a great boxes of Cadbury's Dairy Milks getting launched at spectators. Yeah, again, you know, it is race 1. If, like I say, a lot of people haven't even turned this thing on since last season, mate. Me being one of those, you know. Most people expected to dive over to GT7 and just have it all working, and everyone held out for it all to sort of just come together, and it never did. It still hasn't, which is a real shame, really. It's got some new camera angles when they can get them working. I have tried. I've been into lobbies, and I can get all the camera angles and stuff. It was a pain in the butt to actually get it to work. I had to enter the track and then leave like I did earlier and left myself in the flipping game. So once you do that, you can get it opens up all the cameras. But second, let's say, you know, we're in qualifying session now or whatever, a cut that says, right, start race, it kicks me out almost, you know, resets everything, and I lose all my cameras again. Yeah, like I said to, where's he gone? Adam Fields, he had a little coming together with Rob. I don't think anyone in these lobbies does it deliberately. You know, we do try and promote clean racing. That's the whole point of starting these lobbies, and not just jumping on the dailies and stuff like that, because the dailies is full of muppets, as we all know. So yeah, we'll see what happens. If investigation is warranted, then so be it, but I didn't see anything untoward from any driver really tonight so far. Right, Cutler's leaving the pits. That can only mean one thing: we're in. There it is. Race 2 then, reverse grid, Giraffe Head. Is Shuri in? No. Still no Shuri. Okay, so Giraffe Head on pole then for race 2. Set out race 1 with a big chunk of damage. Wait for these lights to go green and then we'll get this one underway. Hulky in second, D-Dot in third. Lights go green, everyone gets off then. D-Dot's in the same position he was in race 1, third, and he gets a good start, overtakes. Or does he? Hulky's managed to get up the inside of him as well. Hulky might have the advantage here as they head into turn 1. Through they go. Ooh, little dip on the curve. That's pushed him out wide. Can D-Dot chuck one back up the inside? It looks like he can into the chicane. Giraffe Head's coming back though. Ooh, bit of contact between the two drivers fighting for second. Slowed them both down. Cutler then looks to take them both, but he gets a bit slowed down by them. Looking to still make a way past, but not been able to do it. So comes fourth, then Cutler number 1 pops in 5th. He's got drivers harassing him at the minute. One Eye Lou looking for a way past. Old Crawler looking for a way past. Bajonski 4 wide into the hairpin. Oh, that's never going to work. Ooh, number 1 pops has gone a little wide. All drivers have swapped positions there. IT 43 in the background of that fight as well. Very close together at the minute. DMK10 has managed to get himself. Oh, there is Shuri. Oh, okay, he is in the. He's on the track. Oh, he's managed to pick up a big chunk of penalty though. That's going to cost him in the battle he's got at the minute with the drivers behind. Tries to lose it through the Pentagon. Loses half of it. Still keeps himself in front of DMK10 and Alien Swift for the time being. Into top spot, 1.9 second lead. Let's have a look what tyres he's on. He's gone for the mediums in race 2 as I expected. Let's see what everyone else has done. Softs on for Giraffe Head. Cutler, softs for race 2, so saving the mediums still last then. Cutler, Bajonski also gone for the softs in race 2. Mediums for Hulky, mediums for One Eye Lou, softs on for Old Crawler, mediums for Rob Scott. Hattalad has gone for mediums in race 2. That leaves him only the softs left for race 1, but he should, race 3. That should make him quicker. Old Crawler, One Eye Lou, both go wide through turn 1. IT on the mediums, Pops on the mediums, Hards on for Ricky J. He had the softs on in race 1. DMK10, he's got himself a set of mediums on. Shuri's got the mediums on as well. Alien Swift has got mediums, and Shuri has lost his penalty, but he has almost lost both those positions he was battling for as well. DMK10 has managed to get past him, as has Alien Swift now. Shewwitt at the back of the pack at the minute. Let's see how he gets on. 12 minutes remaining in race 2. D-Dot then up front, still got 1.4 second lead over Giraffe Head. Battling Pajonsky for third position, side by side through the Pentagon. Cutler goes wide, keeps it out of the wall. Oh, not anymore. He's gone backwards into the wall, bit of rear end damage. That's cost him. He gets a little nudge up the rear from number 1 Pop to push him along a tiny bit. Doesn't cause number 1 Pop any damage. No damage on the front of Pop's car. Okay. Yeah, that's Cutler off track. A little bit of damage to the rear end. Shouldn't affect his top speed or anything like that too much. See how he gets on though. All the way back in 9th now, I think. So indeed up then. There's a bit more time to Giraffe Head. Medium tyre versus soft tyre. It's all about if Giraffe Head can keep them alive for the next 11 minutes. Same for Pajonsky. Mediums, looking to close that gap up on Pajonsky. What is he, just a second back at the minute? Loses a big chunk of time through the chicane. He's now got drivers piling up behind him. Old Crawler in 5th then. Might get up to him by the time they get down to this hairpin. Sling one up the inside at the hairpin then, Old Crawler. Does he find his mark? Yes, he does. So slots himself into 4th for now then. Also going slow through the hairpin. That's cost him another position. One Eye Lou's managed to get through into 5th, so Hulky down to 6th. Rob Scott, the Chocolate Monster, in 7th. And then behind Cutler and Hatterlad side by side. One Eye Lou off the track there, keeps it on the red stuff, not in the sand luckily, but it's going to slow him down nonetheless. Cutler and Hatterlad then. Oh, he's gone wide through there as well. One Eye Lou, that's going to cost him all sorts of positions, all the way down to 6th, now 9th. It's going to slow him down as well. He's going to have IT43 and number 1 Pops closing up on him. IT43 slings one up the inside, and the final turn backs out though. There's DDR to keep that, DDR One Eye Lou to keep that position. Scott's gone wide through there. There's gravel being kicked up all over the place. Swift into 12th, 13th then for DMK, DK10. Shuri and Ricky J then side by side down this start-finish straight. Shuri's just got his nose in front, but can Ricky J keep it? No. Shuri then moves up into 14th. Keeps it on track as well. Didn't look like he might have been going a little bit deep there, but he managed to keep it in. So that gap from D-Dot all the way down to 3/4 of a second. It's been halved from what it was. Giraffe Head all over the back of him now. Again, it's all about if Giraffe Head can keep these tyres alive. Pajonsky then cleanly into 3rd. Crawler 4th. Cutler battled his way back up into 5th after that coming together with Pajonsky. Hatterlad keeping on real lows right there with him. Starting from the back of the pack as well, Hatterlad. He's still got the soft tyres left to play with for race 3 as well, so we'll see how he gets on with that. Rob Scott in 7th, Hulky 8th, T43 in 9th, One Eye Lou in 10th. Find a way back through then, One Eye Lou. Alien Swift in 11th, all over the back of One Eye Lou. Number 1 Pops, DMK 10 as well. Close to that, those few drivers in front, and then a bit of a gap back to Ricky and Shuri, 4.8 seconds. These two having a little race of their own at the minute. D-Dot stretched that lead out. Giraffe Head's made a tiny little bit of a mistake. Maybe the tyre wear is starting to kick in. zone really. 1.4 seconds in front to Giraffe Head. He's got 2.4 seconds back to Crawler there, just coming through the chicane. Can we get a bit of onboardiness? Proper onboardiness, come on. A bit of proper onboardiness, there we go. Board with Pajonski then, chasing down those top two drivers. Still 1.4 seconds back from Giraffe Head. Does look like he's bringing the gap down though. Down to 1.2. So about 6 minutes. Oof, a little bit sideways through there for Giraffe Head. That has brought Pajonski right into a slipstream. To his advantage, Pajonski tucks himself in behind Giraffe Head then. Just 0.6, almost 0.7 of a second back, closes right up on the rear end of him as they come through the double apex final turn. Pulls away a little bit on that final turn down the straight, stretches the time back up to 1.4. Massively, it must have been a terrible exit there for Pajonski. Come on, that's not the view. That's the view. Yeah, he's lost all sorts of time. Now got old Crawler all over the back of him. That gap to Giraffe Head in front is now 2.3 seconds. So just hit the 10-minute mark, 5 minutes remaining of race 2. D-Dot up front, has been for most of it, started in third, but took him about a lap to get his way through to the front. There he is, out front, 2.4 seconds ahead of Giraffe Head, who is 2.5 seconds ahead of Pajonski. Crawler another 1.3 seconds back. Cutler holding on to 5th. He's managed to gain a little bit of... Oh no, sorry, I didn't even see Hattelad hiding behind Cutler then. That's how close he was. So he's not managed to gain any time on Hattelad. He's been right there with him. 5th place then for Cutler. 6th for Hattelad at the minute. Rob Scott in 7th, trying to get his way onto the back of these two as well. Just 1.2 seconds back at the minute. Be doable if they get into any kind of squabble. Alien Swift then 8th, but 6.1 seconds down. Still got number 1 Pops, IT43, DK10 and One Eye Lou looking for the positions off him. 5 drivers all stick in a line, get as much slipstream as possible up the hill. DMK10, nice tight line through the double apex, gets himself up the inside of number 1 Pops. Can he carry the speed down though? Who is going to win out from this pile of drivers? Still Alien Swift at the front of this pack. Number 1 Pops, DMK10 come firing through, looking to try and get back up the inside of number 1 Pops, who's gone wide anyway into the wall. Damage luckily, loses all his speed though, ends up at the back of these 5 drivers. He won't have quite as much speed either. Dirty tyres. Might end up out of the race with these guys. Yeah, big gap starting to stretch out already. 1.5 seconds. He's got Ricky J and Shuri closing up on him. Hulky as well, tucked into the back end of this fight. Not sure what happened to Hulky, but he's now down in 15th. There is Shuri, another 2.4 back. D-Dot extending a little bit more, 2.5 minutes just over of this race, 3.8 second lead over Giraffe Head. Pajonski though, he's pulled all that time back, just 0.6 of a second back from Giraffe Head now. Could be on, 2 minutes left. They're going to see a single lap, that's it. another one in after this if they don't get it all wrong. 151, 150 laps. So you need to be crossing the line about now to be with a chance. Rob Scott, he may be the first of the drivers to actually take a position here tonight. We'll see. Dot then, the 3-second lead. He has got that one all wrong though. He's losing time to the drivers behind. He's not lost that much time actually. He's about 3/4 of a second. He's lost to Giraffe Head. Pajonsky has also lost a bit more time to Giraffe Head as well. That 0.6 of a second gap is now at 1.4. All or nothing now really for Pajonsky. He wants to go for that second position. Old Crawler just in the background as well. He's only 1.5 back himself. So, real improvement from Old Crawler, I've got to say, from his first season. I've got to say some of it was a little bit terrible, but you know, that's most people's first seasons in a new car. Second season, I'm not sure how many seasons you've done now. The last season you raced, you were doing all right, Old Crawler. Get some good results, and obviously that's shown because here you are in 4th. Fifth, then still got Hattelad for company. Rob Scott again closed that gap up, but is it going to be enough? Let's get ourselves up front then. So just 20 seconds left on the race clock. D-Dot is going to see another lap. He has got plenty of time over Giraffe Head to be comfortable in that first. Giraffe Head will also see another lap, as will Pajonsky. Crawler as well. Do we get Cutler? Cutler then, he takes the first position, so he comes home 5th for race 2 then. DDR Hattelad takes 6th, Rob Scott takes 7th, Alien Swift takes 8th, DMK DK10 takes 9th, DDR IT43 10th, Ricky J takes 11th, number 1 Pops takes 12th, One Eye Lou 13th, MRC Shuri 14th, Hulky is going to come home for 15th, and we'll just wait for these boys to finish their lap. 4 drivers still out on track. There is a possibility for position changes with a slight mistake. Does everyone get it right through the hairpin? D-Dot has 3.4 second lead still. Everybody else through there cleanly. Nobody able to take advantage of that one really. So people will be hoping for a mistake into the Pentagon. Now 4 seconds. You've got plenty of time to back off a little bit really without worrying too much. Make sure he keeps it in control through there. He's through cleanly then. Giraffe Head and Pajonsky, that gap's come down again. An Old Crawler through there cleanly too, but it is possible here if Pajonsky plays his cards right on these last couple of turns. Giraffe Head's gone wide as well. Don't think Pajonsky's carrying quite enough speed, but we'll see. 1/4 of a second between them as they head down the line. D.90 is going to finish in first for race 2. Is it going to be Giraffe Head or Pajonsky? It is going to be Giraffe Head. He takes second. Pajonsky takes third. Old Crawler 4th, and everyone else has already crossed the line. There was a possibility there for Pajonsky if he had got it just right. There you go, race 2 done and done. So again, another little bit of a break, and we set grids up, and obviously first, second and third from that race have to now add weight on and all that sort of stuff. Okay, a Twitch for Hattelad as well. DDR Hattelad, he's got a Twitch. Whether he's streaming or not, I don't know, but it says there, follow me Twitch, Hattelad, Hatterlad. Tell him I sent you. Okay, yeah, so that little bit of contact between Pajonsky and Cutler, even Pajonsky saying he's sorry, he'll take the penalty. You know, I think he already knows he's Been a little bit of naughty boy. Flipping egg. I need moderators. What is that sugar honey iced tea stuff in that? What? Get out. You? No. Report. That's what you're getting. Wanted. Pornography. Pow. Report the other 3 as well. I'm not having it. Not having it, you lot. Just get rid of these. Damn it. Every time. If you lot see all that kind of stuff in the stream, in the chat, please feel free to report it. Don't report it to me, because I'll just report it and remove it and that kind of stuff, which is exactly what you guys can do. So if you don't mind, because I'm not always, you know, obviously I've got a great big race to watch. I'm not always keeping my eye on the chat in the race, so I don't always see that kind of stuff pop up. So I apologise for that. I do try and keep it family friendly. Lad new to the season, so yes, he has to lose his weight now. So came first in race 1, so he had to take on the most weight, which was it's 11:09 colour. Anyway, it was last race anyway. So yes, he put on the most weight because he took the win in race 1, and he had to suffer with that weight during race 2. But because he didn't get first, second or third in race 2, he now gets to remove all that extra weight and go into race 3 with no ballast at all. And he's going to be one of the only drivers. Is he? Oh no, he's not going to be one of the only. He is going to have a set of softs to play with though. He was quick on the hards. He wasn't slow on the mediums, especially with that extra weight on. And now he's got no weight and fresh set of softs to play on. So we'll see. So I think it's a normal. Yeah, so this race is the grid is set up by previous race results. It's not a reverse grid or anything like that. So whoever was first, which was D-Dot, he starts from the front, but he does carry that extra weight. If it's 7 or 8 week season. Again, we're back on GT Sport because 7's playing up still. The second that's up and running, I'm sure, well, the majority of leagues will start up again in full swing, all over on GT7. Again, once they've figured out lobbies. So here we go then, final race of this evening. First round of the new season of the Chewwitt Racing Mini Cooper Cup. D-Dot on pole then, Giraffe Head second, Pajonski third. Top drivers from the previous race. They do carry that success ballast though, so we'll see how they get on. Hatterlad in 6th, who's 4th? Old Crawler, yeah, we'll see how he gets on as well. Right, they're away now. Great big pile of wheel spin from Pajonski. D-Dot has managed to get a good drive away. No, we haven't. Good. So D-Dot then, nearly a second up front already. Big gaggle of drivers fighting for second as they head into the chicane. Hatterlad already squeezed himself up the pack a little bit. Oh, contact between two drivers there. That was Hatterlad, Cutler and Giraffe Head, I think. But it is Hatterlad who manages to get himself through that pack and into second. Giraffe Head into third, but he's causing a bit of a bottleneck at the minute. Big pile of drivers looking to get past Pajonski, Cutler, Old Crawler, Alien Swift. There's drivers left, right and centre as they come into the hairpin. One-Eye Lou has managed to squeeze his way through there as well. Hulky looking for a way through. Positions have changed, still are changing. Great big gaggle of drivers still battling for position. It's difficult to know where to point the camera, they're changing that often. Pajonski then fending off drivers left, right and centre. He's got a One-Eye Lou looking for a position. He's got a Giraffe Head looking for a position. Trying to chase down Cutler in front of him as well. Let's just get all the gubbins on and let's have a quick flick through the tyres, see what everyone's got on. So, softs on for D-Dot, Hatterlad, softs. Oh yeah, that's right. Cutler, he's gone for mediums final race. Pajonski, he's on the mediums. Softs for One-Eye Lou. There's under pressure from Hatterlad, from Giraffe Head. Loses that position to Giraffe Head. Then One-Eye Lou down into 6th. Shuri 7th, he's on the softs. Old Crawler 7th, he's on the hard tyres. Disadvantage for the final race. Softs on board for DK10. Hulky on the softs. Softs for Alien Swift. Mediums. Oh, Ricky J. Ricky J. Ricky J. Oh, all the damage in the world. All the damage in the world. And a whole lap to go to get back to the pits as well. So where were we? Hulky on the softs. Alien Swift dropping penalties. He is... Driver's gone past him now. Rob Scott is on the softs. YT43 on the softs. Mediums on for Pops. Softs on for Alien Swift. And Ricky J with the dent. He's on the mediums. So back up front. D-Dot holds the lead still, but Hatterlad hunting him down, got that gap down to 0.6 of a second. Soft tyre versus soft tyre. D-Dot holding that extra weight as well from race 2. Chase car cam mode now then, looking at this battle between Hatterlad and D-Dot. Nobody behind them. 5.8 seconds the gap there. They all come around out the exit of the Pentagon as these boys are just about to slam the brakes on for this final turn. Hatterlad in a good position here, all over the back of D-Dot, down one of the longest straights on this track. Can he use it to his advantage? 0.2 of a second and closing. Is he going to go for the move, or is he going to wait till after the chicane? He goes for the move, slings one up the inside of D-Dot. Goes through into that first place. D-Dot looks to come back at him though into the chicane. He's got his nose up the inside. Backs off though, allows Hatterlad to keep that one for now. Can he keep himself in a good position and go back on the hunt down this long straight towards the hairpin? Again, D-Dot is carrying that extra weight, so Hatterlad just might be able to stretch out every turn. It does look like he's pulling a bit of a gap as well already. 0.6 of a second. Let's see if he can pull more time out as they exit the hairpin. He does a little bit, was a 0.2 of a second really. Extra weight just costing D-Dot a little bit of time. That's the wrong cam. There he is in second then, looking to hunt down Hatterlad. Cutler holding on to third position at the minute. Got One-Eyed Lou for company, just half a second back. And then DK10 in fifth. He's got Pajonski for company. He's got Shuri in the mix there as well, and Giraffe Head, followed by a Rob Scott. Swift and Hulky not too far back either. Oof, Pops and Old Crawler going wide through the Pentagon. Oh, difficult there, yeah. you're going sideways through there, you're bound to end up in a wall. Old Crawler then claps the wall, picks up a bit of damage. See whether he continues or gets that fixed. Ricky J back out the pits after his repair, and now 42 seconds back. If Old Crawler comes in, it might give him someone to race against. We'll see. But he had to do a full lap back to the pits, which obviously would have cost him time as well. Whereas Old Crawler was literally on the last couple of turns, so we'll see. Yeah, Hattelad pulling more time over D-Dot, 1.3 seconds. That's slightly lighter car. He's paying dividends at the minute. D-Dot then second, but still losing time to these drivers. Still got plenty of time to the drivers behind, 6.7 seconds. Almost halfway through this final race of the evening. Still harassing Cutler. He's on the soft tyre, but can he make them last? Cutler, oh, I was going the wrong way. Cutler on the mediums. He has got the what's the word I'm looking for? He has managed to gain himself the title of the tyre whisperer. I mean, himself and Pajonsky are actually pretty good at saving a set of tyres, as is Rob Scott. But John's all the way down in 9th, still trying to battle through the field. Side by side with DMK 10 through the Pentagon, looking for a good exit, trying to get up the inside of Giraffe Head here as well. Nobody able to make a move yet. Now 2.1 seconds ahead of D-Dot. Nothing, absolutely nothing D-Dot can do about this. That extra weight in his car is just costing him on the way in and way out of every turn. Still got 6.6 seconds between himself and Cutler though, so again managing that gap back to the drivers behind quite well. One Eye Lou still hunting down that third position though. Pressure onto Cutler. He's on the soft tyre as well, is One Eye Lou. Again, it's just a case of can he keep them alive till the end of the race. Now Cutler, then Alien Swift, another 2.1 seconds back, picked himself a bit of a penalty up. I'd assume going through the chicane, it's one of the easiest places to pick up a penalty on this track. Loses all of it, not quite, on the way through the hairpin. Brings Rob Scott a little bit closer, 0.8 of a second. Gap between Alien Swift and Rob Scott. Another quite big gap back to number one Pops, 3.2 seconds. He's got 0.7 of a second over Hulky and DMK DK10 who are still battling. IT43, Pajonsky and Shuri are pretty close together for 10th, 11th and 12th. Giraffe Head another 5 seconds back, unfortunately. Old Crawler hot on his heels. Ricky J, yeah, still 39 seconds back. Oh no, Old Crawler didn't come in the pits then, he kept that damage. So unfortunately it's just Ricky J who's left a little bit stranded. Front, Hattelad pulling more time over D-Dot, 3.5 seconds. Again, D-Dot still just keeping himself and those drivers behind in check. But there's absolutely nothing anybody can do about Hattelad tonight. He took the win in race 1. 6th, I believe, 5th or 6th in race 2. And looks like he's here for the win in race 3 as well. So, good start to the season for Hattelad. D-Dot's lost a bit of time. Oh no, he hasn't, sorry, he's gained a bit of time, 6.9 seconds, it's now 7.3. So the battle between One-Eyed Lou and Cutler is hotting up then, because they have now got Alien Swift and Rob Scott closing up on them pretty damn quickly. Just over 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes remaining of race 3 tonight. Nobody can touch Hatterlad. Nobody getting near D-Dot either. Cutler just holding his own ahead of One-Eyed Lou at the minute. Again, Alien Swift close that gap right up on these two. Rob Scott's trying to do everything he can to keep himself in check as well. Sliding a little bit sideways on those slightly worn softs. DK10 then 7th, still under pressure from number 1 Pops and IT43. Through that final corner of the Pentagon. Does look like Pops has got himself... Oh, no, it looked like he got himself up the outside, but he hadn't. For him to go up the inside there either. Number 1 Pops and IT43 still hunting him down there. Pajonski trying to get onto the back end of this fight. He's also picked up a little bit of damage on the front end. Hulky just a second back from him in 11th. Shuri now another 1.1 seconds back in 12th. Giraffe Head 3.8 seconds back. Old Crawler another 1.7 seconds back. And poor Ricky J 36.5. Due to that big pile of damage. Here's Hatterlad then. So, tyre wear starting to show up. It is on D-Dots as well, so they are exactly the same on tyre wear really. 3 minutes remaining, looking good for Hatterlad here. Time over D-Dot. D-Dot also pulling time over these boys who are still battling. Alien Swift now pushed himself through into 4th position. He's now on the hunt for Cutler. One-Eyed Lou drops to 5th, but still right there with him. Cutler then having to go defensive to hold this position from Alien Swift. As that cost him, he's gone a little bit deep. One-Eyed Lou's looking to come down the inside here. He's carried too much speed through though as One-Eyed Lou. He's had to back off. Cutler again hugging that wall up the hill towards this final turn. So Alien Swift up the inside then of Cutler. Who's got the beans on the way out? Side by side on the exit. One-Eyed Lou's going to pick one of them and go for the toe. Scott as well. He's only 0.5 of a second back, so closing up on this fight for 3rd here. So Alien Swift gets himself through into 3rd. One-Eyed Lou gets into 4th. Cutler gets squished back to 5th position, and now got Rob Scott all over his rear end as they come into the chicane. Everyone through there pretty cleanly. Bumper to bumper pretty much. Hatterlad then pulling more time, 4.8 seconds, 4.9 seconds over D-Dot. Again, this battling for 3rd is just keeping D-Dot ahead of these boys. Not able to close the gap up on him. Coming back, looking for that position back off One-Eyed Lou. Rob Scott still looking for a way past these 3. Lou holds it through there. Oh, he's got the inside line through here. If Cutler carries the speed, he'll have the inside line into the end. He does. Gets himself back into 4th position. One-Eyed Lou 5th. Rob Scott then squeezes one up the inside of DDR. One-Eyed Lou as well, so he squishes himself through into 5th position. One-Eyed Lou now down in 6th. Any position changes back here. IT43 has got himself in front of Pops. Pajonski's got his way through there as well as Pops just dropped back a couple of positions. Hulky 11th, back under pressure from Giraffe Head, Shuri and Old Crawler here. And poor Ricky J still another 35 seconds back. Right, back to the front. Where is Hatterlad? So, cross the line, as have a couple of other drivers. First person to cross the line has been Alien Swift. He takes 3rd position here tonight. Then Rob Scott takes 4th. One-Eyed Lou 5th. Cutler then gets squished out to the back, ends up 6th position at the end of that fight. DK10 in 7th, IT43 in 8th. Pajonsky in 9th. Number 1 Pops in 10th. Hulky takes 11th. Giraffe Head 12th. Shuri 13th. Old Crawler 14th. Wait for Ricky J. And the top 2 drivers they managed to cross the line before the race had finished. Or the tyre counter had finished. Ricky J then around this final turn. He's going to come home, unfortunately, to take 15th place. Big lump of damage halfway through this one, quite early on in this one. And literally just round this corner. So a big drive, a slow drive back to the pits for him, and then to get that all repaired and stuff, just put him way out of contention for any kind of battle. There's D-Dot then in second. Hatalad just in front, still 4 seconds up from D-Dot. Nice and easy through this final turn, then back onto this start-finish straight. 2 wins here tonight then for Hatalad, and a 6th. Oh, doing great in the championships. There he goes then, takes the win here tonight in race 3 as well. D-Dot takes second. All of the drivers cross the line. There we go. Results don't stay up for long, so there you go. We'll quickly go and have a look at those scores, shall we? Race results. There we go. So, final race standings. Hatalad taking the win, then D-Dot second, Alien Swift third, Rob Scott fourth, One Eye Lou fifth, Cutler sixth, DMK DK10 in 7th, DDR IT 43 in 8th, DDR Pajonsky in 9th, number 1 Pops 10th, DDR Hulky LF in 11th, DDR Giraffe Head in 12th, MRC Shuri 69 in 13th, Old Crawler 1958 in 14th, and Ricky J 1800 in 15th. No problem DK10, no problem Mr. Scott, no problem at all. Like I say, apologies, it was a bit rushed. I'd forgotten about the updates, I'd forgotten I'd unplugged everything. No problem. D-Dot, thank you for sending people over. I gave your stream a shout as well, whether people turned up or not, I have no idea. But yes, that was round 1 of the new season. I couldn't even tell you where we are. Round season 16, 17? I don't know. Giraffe Head, no problem. And you, Mr. Probinator, no problem at all. Yeah, so that was round 1. We're going to be back same time, same place next week. I've not looked at a track list and which rounds are which, so you never know. It could be surprising an enduro on for you lot. Let's have a look. What have they done? Okay, they've changed it to next week's track by the looks of it, and set the sessions up for 15 minutes. So we could be back to 3 sprint races next week rather than an enduro. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it from me tonight. Apologies if none of it was quite working properly, because like I say, it was all chaos and mayhem before I started. But that's pretty much going to be it from me. If you want to help my channel out, there's a couple of ways you can do it. I'm selling some merch. Hold on, I can show you that. Look, there you go. Bosh, blam. Or stickers, t-shirts and stickers available. If you want any of those, people hit me up at darksmoker@googlemail.com. Or you can throw some donations my way over at buymeacoffee.com as well. But like I say, I'd much rather you got hold of me for the same price as a donation on buymeacoffee.com. Send that same money to me, I'll send you some stickers for the same price. You don't get stickers if you send it buy me a coffee, so it's up to you. But that's about it. Like I say, same time, same place next week. I will keep you updated as and when any new leagues are starting, whether we're on GT7 or back on GT Sport. I'll keep you guys updated. But yes, come and check out round 2 next week. Other than that, I hope you've liked what you've watched. Tell your mates, tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.